For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh,
The snow.
the snow.
It was weird. And the main snow has not even gotten here yet. It's supposed to be on Sunday.
Yeah, it's supposed to be here on Sunday.
We may get, like, at this point, possibly 3 inches and then another inch there on Monday. And
Not looking forward to.
No. So if something happens and we don't have a cup, it will probably be because that we have lost electricity.
Yeah.
So
if
that's
we've lost power. Oh.
the
Wow.
only time that we
Shit.
truly did not have a cup for. I mean, the time that YouTube decided to yeet our video. Oh God, that pissed me off. That's how I came to be on X.
Mm-hmm. That is.
So I was sort of dragged over there kicking and screaming, and I was, I'm enjoying it. But it's totally different than it was before. I didn't experience it as Twitter.
No, you experienced it as X.
Yeah.
Fairly new as
Yeah.
X.
And then when Helene came through, and it's like nobody around here had no electric hardly.
No, nobody.
So it was a matter of just, I was able to drive out and post something to let people know that, hey, we're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a good thing.
SOS sending out an SOS.
Send hot coffee.
Send coffee.
And that was the one thing that I did not do.
Send batteries.
Yeah. The one thing that I did not do was get the electric hot pot. And I don't think it exists.
There has to be an electric
They
hot
had
pot.
one that was a coffee maker for like a work site. Mm-hmm. But it was $100 and some, and I thought, oh, hell no. No.
Well, that seems standard for a industrial coffee pot.
Right, that I might use once or twice a year, if that. It just wasn't cost effective for me.
No.
And we thought about getting one of those little camper things, but meh. As long as it's not horrible. And honestly, in the winter anymore, it's not, even if we lose electric, it may be for a day or two, but it's not like usually for a week or something. Mm-hmm. That's when things would get rough. But that is why we have a wood stove in the basement.
That is true. Except what happened was it last time with Hurricane Helene. How long was our power out? Like
it must almost a
weeks?
week. No, it was almost a week.
Okay. That was rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It really was. And then it's like ours got restored earlier than some.
Yeah. Which we are grateful.
Oh, yeah.
Blessed.
Most grateful. Because that was interesting to sit there and watch the winds, and it's like the trees were almost sideways.
Yeah. But I'm suited up so I could go out there and collect more wood because my lazy ass did not do that yesterday.
Well, and that's
at least enough. And then I burnt some last night, so that depleted the pile.
And that is one of the things about trying to plan ahead. Mm-hmm. So that things like that don't. And you cannot plan for every damn thing. There's always something.
Yeah.
And Omega was able to go and get my mother's medication today. So how they got taken. Yeah. But it was weird because it would snow for a while. And I mean, it was laying on the roads and everything. And then it would quit. And then it was off the roads. Mm-hmm. And we had like 3 bands like that came through. It was weird.
It was. Well, I didn't see some of it, like the bands.
Yeah. And it's like, I would come in and it's like, go back out about 10, 15 minutes. Porch just totally covered.
It was crazy.
Uh-huh. And it was a heavy wet snow. But it wasn't these ginormous flakes. I have seen snowflakes before that were the size of 50-cent pieces.
Yeah, they've been huge.
Yeah.
But these are just like regular snowflakes, so.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going to, as far as, we were not in the region that was supposed to get totally slammed. Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful. I know that Ryan Hall was talking about some of those areas could get like freezing rain and all that stuff. And that stuff is crazy. And it will snap power lines. Mm-hmm. You can't drive on ice unless you've got chains or something.
Yeah, you got those special tires.
Yeah. And we had watched a video from, I don't know what year it was from. It was not recent. Mm-hmm. That was in Texas where the road was icy. And people did not know to slow down. And this huge pile up. And people apparently were not paying attention, which is sort of required when you're driving.
Right.
And that one black truck came through there, and he just plowed into all of the other ones.
Oh, God. You did show me that, and that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It made me really worried how many people got hurt.
Yeah.
Because it's just, that was an insane pile up, basically.
Yeah.
That...
And that people do
not hardly any of them slowed down to begin with, and it's like, what is wrong with them?
I don't understand. I have had to drive in inclement conditions before, and I hate it. I always have hated it. I wrecked on black ice in '84, and ever since then, it's like, no, that's one of the reasons I am so diligent about watching the weather. Mm-hmm. Because rain makes people reckless. Snow and stuff makes them worse. Why? I think that's got to be frontal lobe damage.
It's because it's snow, and people are like, "Oh, this is awesome! I wanna drive in the snow." Or it's like, "Oh, it's just snow. I'll have more traction that way."
How do
and
they
it's like,
figure
no,
that?
because there's ice right under that snow.
There's basic science on some of that stuff. There's basic science about when it rains, that you have less surface area you've got that layer of water
if you don't lose
between the tire and the pavement.
If you don't use the knowledge that the Lord blessed you with, you lose it.
Mm-hmm. I think some of these, I don't know what the hell that they, I don't know what they've been taught, but it's their responsibility that if they find out that they are lacking in knowledge and information after they're adults, that's their responsibility to edify themselves. Mm-hmm. It truly is. Mm-hmm. So it's just, everything's been crazy. And the news cycle over the past couple of days, oh, God. So
I have no idea what the news cycles have been like, because I've not been looking.
Yeah, and we knew it was going to be like this.
I don't look at the news.
We knew it was going to be like this, and it's going to get worse for a period of time. So we're recording this on January the 3rd, 2025. And this year, it already feels like it's been years within 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's already
crazy.
Exhausted.
It's been just... It's like, damn, it hasn't... It's been like this for the past 4 years.
Something like that.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, time has been very, very strange.
It's like, dude, this is how the year's going to start? Oh, great.
Yeah. Well, it was... Again, people were forewarned. And even then, you're like, oh, shit. Because you always sort of kind of hope that you're wrong. That's how I am on a lot of this stuff. If I see it and it's just like, oh, maybe it won't be that bad. And it's like, oh, yeah, it really is. But it's a matter of minimizing it through perspective. Mm-hmm. And this year, basically, Halloween, they didn't even. It did not get a chance.
It didn't get a chance whatsoever. Thanksgiving got rolled over.
Oh,
too.
Yeah. Well, Thanksgiving, I think, was a little bit better because you had the turkey and different things like that, and we did family gatherings, and it wasn't as festive as it has been in the past. Same thing with Christmas and New Year's, and it's just so for this weekend, I'm going to do a Halloween do-over. Not with the pumpkins. The pumpkins are gone. But as far as watching fun, spoopy, and silly, and different things like that. And Grok made this wondrous image of the ghost character with the pumpkins. And the prompt was something about Halloween in January.
Yeah.
And I am still just fascinated by Grok. The abilities and stuff, and everybody's like, they want to do, it's like, let me enjoy it just for a minute. And I think that's something that people are doing also with the catastrophizing. If they see you enjoying something for a minute, they want to snatch that away from you.
They do, and people are burnt out of it. We're just burnt out of it.
Yeah. It's like, if I want to be nostalgic for a moment, if I want to go back and do fun, spoopy for a moment, or be grateful for whatever, that is my right. And if somebody wants to doom and gloom and piss and moan and whine and cry and any other adjective that you want, they can do it without me. Just for a while.
Yeah.
And it's like, some of these people, I learned when I went through AA, I learned. Because I wanted to learn. I wanted a different life. And that you had some people that had been there for a very long period of time that couldn't get past the fourth step. And there were some of us, it's like, I don't think that this is supposed to be like this for forever. And so it's a matter of taking what you could use, but after so many years of going in and listening to the same people tell the same story, you're like, this has become counterproductive.
What was the fourth step?
You would ask me that. You would ask me that while I'm trying to...
Well, you don't have to answer it right now, just,
Like I said, I don't know it right off the top of my head.
She's got a
he
new
does
setup.
This to me all the time.
She's got a new setup, and she is very happy
with
it.
I've got a new desk thingy, and it's like we've upgraded. I don't have to bend over like Quasimodo, because I was really concerned that I was going to end up with Dowager's hump, which is never attractive. It's true. It's true. Fourth step, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. There are people that they would rather cut their toes off than have to look at the part that they played in their lives. They want to keep blaming. I did it because of this. I did it because of that. No, such and such happened. There are horrible things that can happen to people. That was the past. You do not have to allow the past to define your present or your future.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's behind you.
Yes. And
just
so...
do better. That's all you need to do. Just do better. It's behind you.
You don't have to sit... You do not have to sit there and wallow in the misery.
Yeah.
You're re-traumatizing yourself. Some of the therapy, the way that it's being done today, it's re-traumatizing.
It is.
It's a matter of learning from it, applying it, and going on with your life. Yes. Because I'm very simple. I have a very simple mind. I have to.
Yep.
But... because we do Halloween year-round, and it's officially past all of the official holiday things. Oh, hell yeah. Halloween. And just to do spoopy, silly Halloween this weekend.
Did you know that there is an Evil Dead game on the Dreamcast?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. But kid found me something that I had been looking for a long time, and it's off my screen here. Back when they were little, when he and his brother were little, they had the I Spy books, and it were hidden objects.
Mm-hmm.
And I love things like that. I love puzzles like that. And so they had the little, what were they, CD-ROM
Yeah,
games.
they were full-on CD games that you could get at like Walmart, Kmart,
and it
Best
was
Buy.
I Spy Spooky Mansion.
Yeah.
And I had looked for that thing for, years?
Years. I don't know how many years, but it's been years.
It was. And so Kid the other day there for Christmas, he's like, I got you something. I'm like, what? And he had found it on a website.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can sit here and I'm going to play I Spy Spooky Mansion this weekend.
Heck yeah.
And the world can do whatever and be stupid and whatever without me. It is not, I do not have to be aware of every tragedy that's going on every second, because that's a good way to lose your mind.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Whew. You know what I think I'm going to do for this weekend since we're doing Halloween spooky?
What?
I'm going to play some good classic horror games.
You can do that.
Or some retro games,
Mm-hmm.
too.
I think that would be a good weekend to do that. I'm expecting, I got to thinking about it, Gab Smulders plays, it's called Chilla's Art, that they have some really interesting spoopy games and a very distinctive art style.
Yeah, it's very distinctive. It's very... It looks like... dead ass. It looks like a found footage, something akin to a found footage Japanese film.
But they have, usually the stories are really interesting, but it's been a while since they had a new game, and they usually crank the games out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Kid the other day, I said, you wait, it'll be a week or two before there'll be one out, because I looked and there wasn't one.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy watching Gab play those games. It's simple. It's fun.
They're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I expect her to if she hasn't already, to play that remake of the Bathhouse game.
Yeah. And that may have been what what they're doing as far as, is the remake already operative, or are they just working on it?
Yeah, it's already out, I believe.
Yeah, because I know some of it, the lighting in it was just really, really dark to the point that you could not see what was going on.
Also, some of the models were a bit more on the janky side.
Well,
But they had their aesthetic, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
they're
don't
still
have
a little bit
problem
on the
with
janky side, just higher quality textures.
That, and we have been re-listening to Mr. Creepypasta. I adore him. That man is such a talented voice actor, just amazing.
Oh,
have nothing but good things to say about him.
He's a classic. He's been there in the creepypasta fandom since day one, and it's incredible.
Really, that voice actors are the ones that are good, few and far between. He's top of the line. I really enjoy him. But we have started listening again, Tales from the Gas Station.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
If you have not listened to Mr. Creepypasta's renditions or tellings of the stories from the gas station, it is so good. It is hilarious.
They are. It's spoopy. It's funny. It's healing to us.
Yeah.
Spoopy may not be everybody's lane. We get that.
It can be immature at times, but it's great.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do with our weekend.
Mm-hmm. The character doesn't sleep. The main character cannot sleep.
Maybe that's why I'm relating to him. Maybe that's what it was. The main character's name is Jack, I think. But yeah, Tales from the Gas Station. Brilliant. I looked for those books on Amazon, and I don't know that they're actually in print. And I don't know, even if they were in print, somewhere in the back of my head, I would still hear the narration by Mr. Creepypasta.
Well, didn't he, link the book at one point?
I think he did, and I looked for it, and I'll have to see. It may have been a limited edition printing, because sometimes people do that.
Maybe. Well, you can always check the description of said video, so.
Yeah, I can do that. Final thoughts, kid.
Play some spoopy games. The Halloween overdue. Redo.
Yeah. Yeah, we're reclaiming it.
Spooky redo.
Yeah. Because it's like, they ain't going to take it from us.
I'm pissed off my ROM of the Nightmare Before Christmas PS2 game does not work.
What happened? Every tick issues have been crazy.
It just gets stuck at the loading screen, and that's it.
Oh.
And I don't know if that means I need to get an actual physical hard drive to put it on, or what.
Yeah, that's just like the external SSD card reader did arrive. But it may be a day or two before I can get to Mom's and get the mug shots and stuff loaded onto the new card. So the Grok images, they're working for a minute. It'll be all right. Nobody pays any attention to it anyhow.
Yeah, no.
So.
Well, I think they do.
Yeah, they might.
I do.
I like
look
the
in the
Grok
description.
I like the Grok images. I'm having fun with them. You want to tell them where we can
Grok all the time.
Yeah, Grok's cool. I like Grok.
I don't have conversations like I did at one point.
It's okay. It's okay.
Guilt for talking to and not talking to an AI.
It's okay. It's okay. Let it go. You can just let that go. You can.
Spooky guilt.
Tell them where we can be found, please.
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Orlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, Orlanda, COCWS. You can check me out on X as well. It's that alien. Oh shit, it's that alien. Oh.
You need to speak that up. Make it loud and proud. Have some projection with your voice, please. Projection.
There is inflection in there.
Yes, but if the volume is so low that they can't hear it, they're straining.
They'll be able to hear me.
Okay. One of these days, and I've been working on this for years, for Kid and I to do some kind of play-esque type thing. I've been working on that for a long time.
Bocas Pinted?
As far as us doing a dramatic something for one of our cups.
That'd be cool.
We can do that. I suggested that years ago. Little by little.
Little by little. I'm just not a good actor.
That's not so. You just
We're
lack
not going to get
confidence.
it. Ooh.
Oh, God. Anyhow, he will be 26 in March. 26.
No.
Y'all, please pray one for another. Please pray for our nation because we need it. Get other people to pray for us because we need it.
Yeah.
It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Right there in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. It's an old song if you haven't heard it. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.